Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. Today, November 3rd, 2015, the Kansas City Royals had their city parade for winning the World Series. Just like how the World Series was rigged by the numbers, this date of the parade is oh so perfect. Notice that KC, the initials for Kansas City, K's the 11th letter, C's the 3rd. KC 113, a lot like the date November 3rd. The star player for the Royals, probably the biggest impact for the team during the playoffs, was Eric Hosmer, who has name gematria of 113, perfect for KC. Eric wears number 35 on his jersey, matching the gematria of his first name. So many athletes wear jersey numbers that correspond with their name gematria. The small way, Eric Hosmer and Kansas City Royals are an exact match. He has the name for the team, for the city. And recall, in Game 5, Hosmer stepped up to the plate with a 111 batting average in the World Series for the 111th World Series. And it was Matt Harvey's 111th pitch that Hosmer hit into left field, driving in the first run of the game. He would then score the tying run, being the hero in the comeback. Also, this year's World Series was in New York, which has gematria of 111. If you're new here, I predicted the Mets would be in the World Series in spring training. I thought they would win it. I didn't have that piece right, but I was right about them being in the World Series because it was the 111th. New York having gematria of 111. New York being incredibly important to baseball. So after they won, there was this headline from ESPN, "Never too late to crown these Royals." When I saw that, it made me think of the king, and I know that the word king has gematria of 41. The Royals had just won the series 4-1. Look at this. Charles, Prince of Wales, of the royal family, who's behind Queen Elizabeth for the throne and who would be King Charles if anything happened to her, he has a lot of connections to the Royals. His title, Charles, Prince of Wales, has gematria of 212, just like Kansas City Royals. Also, get this. He's currently 66 years old. The name Charles has a gematria of 66, so he's the age that equals his name right now. The word king in Jewish gematria sums to 66. In simple English gematria, it's 41, like 4-1 for the series. World Series itself has gematria of 66. Last year, the San Francisco Giants defeated the Royals in the World Series. They won it exactly 66 days after the worst earthquake in San Francisco since the '89 World Series that was between the Athletics and the Giants, the Bay Area series. Look at this. More by the numbers, Truth Seeker. Royals catcher Salvador Perez named World Series MVP. That phrase has gematria of 212, just like the team name, just like Charles, Prince of Wales. This is what I mean when I say all of sports are rigged by the numbers, the tributes are by the numbers. This is why the parade for KC is on 11-3. It's all planned way in advance. None of this stuff is a coincidence. Get this. Before the World Series was won by the Royals, they put up this stat in Game 9. 14 teams to lose previous year's World Series. Remember, last year, Kansas City lost to San Francisco. Then they won the next year's World Series. This year, Kansas City became the 15th team to do it in 2015. And what's extra interesting is the last team to do it was the '89 Athletics, the year of the Bay Area Earthquake World Series. The Athletics are originally from Kansas City. They moved from there out to the Bay. So the last team to do it was the Athletics, again, where the team is originally from Kansas City. There is a connection from Athletics from Oakland to Kansas City. All signs of the very thorough and well thought out rigging that goes on in pro sports. Also, get this. Queen Elizabeth is currently 89 years old. She's born on April 21st, which is the 111th day of the year. April 21, 111th day of the year. In leap years, the 112th day. The World Series, the 111th World Series, the final game began on 11-1, November 1st. It closed in the early hour of November 2nd, What's interesting is November 2nd, 2015. I'll just write this out for you so you can see it. This was a date with numerology of 12. In numerology, 12 represents complete. Game 7 ended in the 12th inning. Again, Truth Seeker, I can't explain it enough. Sports are so rigged by the numbers. If you have not seen my videos on the World Series rigging, I did one for each game. Please go back and watch it. Once you learn these numbers, you can tell the future, you can make proper predictions. In hindsight, I should have really had this one. I mean, it's just so crystal clear how it was all coded now. But that's pretty much the message here. If you're in Kansas City and you're watching this and you're a skeptic, please watch more of my videos. This goes on for every sports team, every league. They're all rigged by the numbers. They're all predetermined. They're all coded in the same way I am revealing. Also, if you want to know how to do this gematria, type how to gematria just like this into your YouTube browser. My video will come up. You will be able to do this in no time. All right, until next time, Truth Seekers.